bumps, you got bruises, you got dings, you got bangs. A lot of these players have been playing multiple positions.
Yep. It is spring break for them too, so they're on break from school. It's not like they're adults and staying at home. They're having fun.
They had prom night the other night, Thursday, I think it was.
Yeah. So.
And if I remember correctly, the tournament last year was at the beginning of April.
I believe. Yep.
Now Easter is at the end of April, so yeah.
You're right.
Clay Clenard at the plate, number 11. He is the shortstop. Runners at first and second. Swing and a drive to right field. He'll get under it in time, though. Makes the catch, and he'll go out.
Wow. Strong arm by the right fielder right there.
Whew. What a catch by the right fielder for the Trojans. Ben Stafford. 1 out. Still runners at second and third. I'm sorry, still runners at first and second because Austin Cagle now coming in. Clenard with a shot to deep right field, caught by Ben Stafford for the Trojans. 1 out on the board. Austin Cagle, the left fielder, number 6, now hitting. We've got Devin O'Mana at second. We got Evan Harding at first. This would at least cut the run down to 2 lead for the Trojans. 6-1. Pitch coming in. Oh, it was inside deep, but they called strike on it.
Yeah, pitcher might have got away with one right there.
The placement of where the umpire is standing under the catcher, too, has kind of got me puzzled also because he's more of like, from the viewpoint of the press box, he's more about maybe a foot or 2 not dead behind the catcher.
Yeah, it might
Dings one to center. Trojans behind it. Catch made.
Schindler's kind of a tall guy. Umpire might not be able to see right over him. Might have to shift a little.
David Honeycutt, the center fielder, number 4 for the Trojans on the catch, and there are 2 outs now, 1 away from wrapping up the top of the 5th. Still runners on first and second. Trey Deutsch, the DH, the man out there. When does it come to a point where you don't knock the ball deep? You get a grounder. You try to hit one low. You try to, at least to try to get points on the board, to try to get runs, get on the bag.
So that's called base-to-base baseball. So
and I don't know if you see this yourself, Lane, but I haven't played baseball in a very, very long time, but I see a wide gap between center and right field.
Yeah, both.
And if I would, I'd knock it and ding it right down that way and probably ground it if I was the man playing right now at the plate.
You're right. Right now you're just trying to poke one into right field, go backside. If you score a run, good. If you get your guy to third, that's good.
Oh, look out! Dugout for the second time. They play Duck, Duck, Goose.
Yeah, they better watch their lips in there.
One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Comets down by 5. Trey Deutsch, who done an awesome job pitching yesterday as well over the Pirates before the closer came in.
It's a curveball right there. He tried to sit back on it.
That's right. One ball, 2 strikes now, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Clayton has runners with O'Mana. Well, actually, I think we got another guy pitch running for him, actually. At second and third, or first and second. And 2-2 now on the count.
It's a good setup pitch right there. Look for him to come back with a curveball.
And in a way, I have to say this. Obviously, we didn't cover it because I'm so busy with race announcing, broadcasting, and whatnot. But for the Clayton Comets to have beat the Trojans 2 times, and they're in the Greater News 3A Conference, wow. This is kind of like sweet redemption. Tags the bag. O'Mana can't transfer, and that'll wrap up the 3rd. Or to go to 3 outs, that'll wrap up the top of the 5th. But what I was saying was, you got the Trojans. They lost 2 times in the Greater News 3A Conference to their rival of Clayton. This is not a conference game, obviously, but this does mean something. They're not playing for nothing. This is for a tournament championship, bragging rights, and the more wins you get, they accumulate going towards the playoff bracket.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Well, overall wins.
Yeah, okay.
It makes your
that
standing
makes
look
sense.
better.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, anytime you're in a championship, you're wanting to win, obviously. It's like they say, obviously you want to win a state championship, but a championship's a championship you remember forever.
That's right.
I think going into the game, Clayton was ranked 33 and we were ranked 34.
Understanding, according to public address announcer David Barnes, or Gary Barnes, that Gary Barnes, the announcer for the Trojans for almost a decade, was making the announcement that going into the tournament, Clayton was ranked 33rd in the state and South Johnston was ranked 34th. So they're right there with each other. And if I remember correctly, looking at the standings for the Greater News 3A, because they'll wrap it up in the tournament or in the conference play next week after the spring break going into the state playoffs, there's 3 teams, South Johnston, Clayton, and I believe Cleveland, that are right there neck and neck with one another, and they could possibly, depending how the way it finishes up, have a 3-way tie for the championship.
Wow.
You could have a 3-way tie for the Greater News 3A championship. Not 2-way tie, but a 3-way tie. And I don't know how they will decide the overall champion of that.
I was wondering that.
The Trojans, the first baseman, number 16, Cole Winborn.
Do you do like the movie Friday Night Lights and flip a coin?
Exactly
I mean, what do you
I
do?
was thinking. I don't know.
Here we go. Number 16, Cole Winborn at the bat now, the first baseman for the Trojans. Clayton and South for the championship. Pitch coming in. They're going to call 1-1 on the count now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Executive producer Trey Snide for Mr. Coach Bennett Jones of Clayton High School. For Brandon Lusk. For Lane Johnson, Wesley Allen here with you. Deep shot to right field. That's what I was telling you about the Growler. The Growler missed it. He's safe at first. For the Trojans, he's good. Shortstop Clay Clenard dropped the ball, and this allows Winborn to get on first.
It's been the story for Clayton tonight.
I was saying right field, man, between center and right field. Knock a grounder. That's where I was saying if I was at bat, that's where I would hit it at. Don't ding it. Don't pop it through the air unless you know you can hit one deep. Aubrey Pollard up now to hit the DH for the Trojans, number 23, the designated hitter. And 0-1 on the count. He strikes first. Strike 1 on his first pitch is what I was trying to say. Runner at first now with Winborn. And he'll ding one out of the park, but it's foul. He'll have to come back and re-hit, and he's at 0-2. Today's broadcast of the Johnston County Easter Invitational Ship between Clayton and South Johnston is an exclusive presentation of the CRN Sports Network and Community Radio Network. Solely for the private non-commercial use of our listening audience, any publication, reproduction, retransmission of the accounts used in tonight's event without the express written consent of Trace Knight, executive producer, and Bennett Jones of the CRN Sports Network is restricted, and Comets Athletics is restricted and prohibited. Grounder to left field. Trojans get another single on the play, Lane Johnson. They're on the board.
Yeah, great dive and stop by.
Figures I'd put the disclaimer out there, and then the play would happen.
Yep. That's a great stop by the third baseman there. Just couldn't quite make the throw.
Ben Stafford, number 3, the right fielder now coming in to hit for the Comets, for the Trojans.
I heard last week Ben Stafford hit 3 home runs.
Runners at first and third for the Trojans, trying to come in and bring it home, and got somebody running for, I believe, number 23. For Pollard, it's going to be number 6 of Cody Allen. Pitch running for the hit after Pollard knocked one to left. Got himself a single in the outcome.
Maybe watch we're still right here. Parnell putting a lot smaller, faster runner in.
Cole Winborn at third. So Winborn looking for home. Cody Allen now pitch running after the hit by Pollard. Ben Stafford is on deck for the Trojans. Number 3 at the plate of Ben Stafford. Jackson Rayner is on deck for the Trojans is what I meant. And we're at 0-2 on the count. And still no outs. Top of the 5th was no score for the Comets, and now we go to the bottom of the 5th. Swing to right field. Comets trying to catch it, and they will. Out. First time. Good catch. Hayden Myrick, number 10. But Winborn will come in to score, and the Trojans are up 7-1. Lane Johnson.
Yeah, that's a big run right there for the Trojans. Give them a little more insurance, especially heading into these late innings.
Another play now, the third baseman, number 7, Jackson Rayner.
So a runner now at first with a single, one out. And now Jackson Rayner, third baseman, the man hitting for the Trojans, number 7. Josh Schindler on deck to hit. We'll go to the bottom of the rotation, complete, come back to the top of the running order with, again, 0-1 on the count with 1 out. Down by 6, the Comets are. He's stealing for second, and he'll get there, but they're going to make him run back again.
Yeah,
Dings it out of play.
Coach Parnell might have had a hit and run going on there. You saw Jackson swinging at the pitch and Cody running, so it's a lot easier to do on a left-hander.
One thing I have to say that I acknowledge and I notice, Brandon Lusk, Aaron Parnell, both the head coaches for both teams. Normally you see like sideline coaches or you see base coaches, managers, whatever. They're the ones that are there at third baseline each time, directing and guiding and getting these guys to home plate.
Yep.
So I like seeing that.
Oh, yeah. It's nice to see the head guy out there doing everything he can for his team to win.
Stepping to the plate now, the catcher, number 12, Josh Schindler.
And amongst that dialogue, Jackson Rayner struck out. Josh Schindler is up now to hit, the catcher for the Trojans, number 12. He'll bunt one.
Great bunt.
Left field, throwing it in. Can't get there in time. Safe at first. Runner now at second and first after the hit by Schindler. We go back to the top of the rotation order for the Trojans, and David Honeycutt will come up, number 4, the center fielder. Well,
Clayton really needs to get out of this inning right here without any more damage.
pitch hitter coming in for the Trojans. I want to say it's number 18 of Christian Pollard. Christian and Aubrey Pollard, they related?
I don't believe so. Not to my knowledge.
There's a strike. 0-1.
Of course, down in Johnston County, there are about 5 last names anyway. So.
0-1 the count, 2 outs. Swing and a call strike on that one as well. 0-2. And the Comets trying to wrap up the sign here and drop the 5th with only 1 running scored for the Comets. They're down by 6. Ben Reichert has done an exceptional job on the mound since replacing Erpenbeck in the early top of the 2nd. Pitch coming in, he'll swing, and that will deliver the sign. 5th inning in the books. Top and bottom, 1 run scored by the Trojans. It's now 7-1. Comets down by 6 as we go to the top of the 6th. This is Comets Baseball on the Community Radio Network and crnsports.org. We'll be back after our radio timeout.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-53.